I think it's a really cool story. I love telling people that, like, it's kind of like a brag. Like, I'm the third generation of teachers in my family, and one of my favorite things to do if I find out that somebody went to Springdale High School during the time that my grandmother taught, I ask them, did you know my grandmother? And if they did, they're like, yes, oh my goodness, because she had a reputation back then for being extremely strict. And so if you were one of her students, you would not have forgotten her.
My mom set a very high standard. She was a great example to us. And I just think it's really cool that she loved Springdale schools. She loved teaching here. She loved her students. She cared about them. She wanted very much for them to learn and be successful in school and then in life. But I think it's very cool that I got to teach in Springdale, and that now my daughter gets to teach in Springdale.
This is my 7th year at HAR-BER. Before I taught at HAR-BER, I taught for 2 years in the Springdale Family Literacy Program, which is the program for adults. It's the adult ESL program. And I also was an English teacher in Mexico for about a year before that. I mean, I grew up around educators. My grandmother was an educator. My mom was an educator. School was always kind of a part of my life.
I taught at a Fayetteville Christian school for 11 years part-time, and then 19 years at Elmdale Elementary in Springdale. I taught first grade for 12 years and kindergarten for 7. The kids are just so precious. The people I worked with, our faculty and staff, and I think over the years we just became closer. So it was a great blessing. Very fulfilling to be able to just teach young children, and I've always been kind of oriented toward the younger children. Just to see their little eyes light up, when they learn how to read, and it's just real exciting.
Watching them, the last 3 years I've taught only seniors. I have 11th graders this year, but watching them get to graduate, and then, maybe sometimes they'll come back and visit me. It's fun, it's exciting to see them, go off into the world.
I love it when my kids come back to me, and some of them, go to school here and have already graduated from here and are married and have children, and when I hear from them, and I keep all their letters, all their notes, just to say, when they tell me, I loved your class, or you were my favorite teacher. I really think it's a calling, and I think if they feel that calling, that they should go for it. And I will tell them, it's hard. It is not for the faint of heart. It's a lot of work. You need to care.
There's going to be kids every year in school, and we need people who care about them, and people who care about learning, and people who care about education to lead them, so that they grow up to be the next generation of leaders and good citizens.
My daughter Kinsey has much passion. She loves her students, and I know it can get really hard. And I'm really proud of her.
I love teaching. It's definitely hard on some days, but I enjoy the interactions that I have with my students, and we like to laugh, and I don't know, it feels like it's in my blood at this point.